Toronto, 1940. Streetcars ruled the roads, screeching and humming their way past corner grocers and hat shops. It's hard to imagine now, but once upon a time, Bloor Street wasn't choked with cars or flanked by steel towers and chain stores. It was a working street, a living street, and its beating heart ran on rails. In 1940, the Bloor streetcar was more than transportation. It was Toronto's spine. From the edges of the junction to the foot of the viaduct, it carried the rhythm of daily life. It wasn't just a way to get around, it was how the city breathed. Every morning began the same, a bell, a jolt, a low metal groan that signaled the first car of the day. The Bloor streetcar didn't rush, it didn't roar, it rolled, steady, predictable, confident. The kind of machine you could build a schedule around, a life around. People didn't wait for it with earbuds in or eyes on a glowing screen. They watched the tracks. They listened for the hum. And when it came into view, they stepped forward like greeting an old friend. The conductor stood proud in his uniform, his hand ready on the fare box. A nickel was all it took to join the flow. Students with school books, clerks with packed lunches, women in wool coats with toddlers in tow, they all found their place inside. Elbows touched, heels clicked against the wooden floor. The smell of morning coffee mingled with winter wool. There was no air conditioning, no ergonomic seats, no automatic doors. And yet, no one complained. This was the city's carriage, and it moved them. Outside the windows, Bloor Street scrolled by in black and white motion, corner grocers unlocking their doors, delivery men hauling crates of milk, butchers wiping down counters. The signs above the shops read, like a time capsule, confectionaries, tailors, tobacconists, 5 and dimes. There was no Yorkville as we know it now, just modest brick buildings lined up like teeth. The annex was quiet, lived in, unpolished, and the viaduct. That was the border between two Torontos, the west that had grown old, and the east that was still becoming. At every stop, people got on, people got off. Some in silence, some laughing, some lost in thought, watching their reflections flicker in the glass. No one clutched a phone. If they needed to talk, they talked. If they needed to think, they watched the rooftops blur by. That was the beauty of the ride. It gave you time. In winter, the cars fogged up with breath and melted snow. The tracks hissed and steamed. Children pressed their mittens to the windows, drawing shapes in the condensation as the snowbanks rolled past. The streetcar didn't speed up for weather, it simply endured it. Just like the city. There were moments of stillness too, red lights, congested crossings, a horse cart refusing to yield. But no one cursed the delay. Delays were expected, even welcomed. A few more minutes to sit, to share a bench with a stranger, to be part of something bigger than yourself. As evening came, the streetcar shifted. The suits and school children disappeared, replaced by factory workers with tired eyes and ink-stained hands. The car filled with the scent of engine grease, tobacco, and end-of-day fatigue. Yet it kept moving. By nightfall, Bloor Street dimmed, the storefronts closed, the sidewalks thinned, but the streetcar kept its route, a glowing red and cream carriage gliding through the dark. It was the last thread of order in a sleeping city, and when the final car passed, the tracks fell silent. Until morning, when it would all begin again. The Bloor streetcar was more than steel and electricity. It was memory, it was motion, it was a promise that the city, no matter how cold, how chaotic, how uncertain, would keep moving forward. Today we don't hear its bell anymore. It vanished in 1966 when the Bloor-Danforth subway swallowed its tracks. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe for more.